All right, today is the day of water. I'm starting down by the creek. Woo! I have guests coming in tomorrow night, staying there by the creek. They'll be using the outdoor shower and kitchen there. This water goes up the creek from the creek up the hill to the shower. It comes back down to run the shower. Oh man, my pump just stopped by the creek, but that's all right. I got enough water up there for now, I think. So from that pump that was running that goes up the hill, that goes to the shower here. There's plenty of water pressure. That's the shower. Then the next thing I'll show you is the spring water storage that comes in here. It's stored in a tote up the hill. This feeds the hand washing sink. This one feeds this sink. Which is very exciting. So that's the water situation for this kitchen. That's a little hip campsite by the creek. All right, let's go up the hill. So I cut in this trail because last season during the summer it was super hot and there's a really steep hill to get up to Basecamp. So I cut this trail through the woods and it's nice and shaded, and it's literally like a 20-degree difference in the shade here. It's lovely. And it's less steep cutting it at an angle. But so there's the hose that I pointed at that went and split to go to the hand sink and the dishwashing sink. And now this one is being topped with spring water here. So exciting. And that runs along here. So that hose is I just have laying in the spring. I had to add a 20-foot extension, 25-foot extension to get it a little further up the hill because it goes up and downhill as I'm trying to get to where I need to. So I just needed a little bit more pressure. But let's see. So this is the outdoor kitchen at Basecamp. Guests are coming in here this evening. Let me show you where the water storage is from where I store it from the creek. There's a trail that cuts up at this steeper hill at an angle that I normally take, but I wanted to show you the outdoor kitchen and take that path. So you can see the outdoor kitchen and showers down there. And this is the hose that comes up from the creek and gets stored in here. And there's the little campsite that people are coming in to stay tomorrow. The C-Max unit, the fold-out housing unit. And, oh man, I hiked my 30 acres last 2 days and spent a few hours back here. There is some phenomenal stuff back in here. I found new areas both times that I hadn't seen, and I really thought I had this property mapped out. So that's exciting, some really cool new areas. I can't wait to start building some tree houses and cutting in trails. The deer have made some really nice trails down, zigzagging through here that I follow along this cliff edge. So this hose also goes from the creek storage that is used for the outdoor shower down the hill. And it goes to this hose just to have to spray things down and clean and a little more water pressure if people need it. And the next water situation for the kitchen, let's see, I'll show you the kitchen again. Yeah, I love this freaking kitchen. It's so dang cool. It was all overgrown with trees under it and stuff when I got here, and I got it all cleaned out and framed it up. A buddy of mine came out and helped. It was phenomenal. We had a lot of fun. Okay, so the water, I filter the spring water here for drinking, and then this is stored. There's 55 gallons of stored spring water up the hill, which I'll show you. And above that 55 gallons is another like 35-gallon barrel that has a filter, and that's where the sediment settles out. So I'll show you that. This splits off to go to this. So this is the spring water. Oh, the water's not on. I was about to say, man, this has been a day of water. I've been testing everything to make sure it's ready for guests. Oh, so nice. So nice. And then this is the creek water for more water pressure if you really want to spray stuff. So check this out. This is the hose that goes across, and then it goes over here. And this I ran last season. Look, I'll show you this too while I'm here. This is Basecamp. Freaking love this space. It's so fucking cool. So the hose runs along the roof at a downhill slope this way. All right, there we go. I did a little zigzagging to kind of pinch it a little, but not kink it, to hold it tight in different areas. So here's the outdoor shower and hand washing sink, and I'll show you those two hoses in a second. Those come in here, and then the spring water to the kitchen comes in here, like my little suspension bridges. Oh man, dude, I had way too much fun last season camping out here and getting this all built out. It went through so many iterations. It was crazy what I was able to get done. And I was out here like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days a week, and then went and worked 2 or 3 days, like 6 hours north of here. So here's the first water storage. There's 2 hoses that I split off there. The one goes to the outdoor kitchen. This was a backup hose that went to the hand washing sink by the outdoor shower. It's just up there just in case if there's that I can tap into that for the outdoor shower or the little hand washing sink at Basecamp up here, just in case these for some reason aren't flowing, because those are just laying right in the spring. Eventually I want to get a nice big like 300-gallon tote or 2 to really store the spring water properly, but I just winged it last season and got just enough to get by. Most stays are about 2 to 3 nights, and that has done well for that. And so far through May and June, these hoses just laying in the spring have been enough flow and pressure to run the shower and ignite the hot water heater and run the hand washing sink. So that's where they lie. I'll give you a closer look in a second. But this is where I run the filter here, and then it settles out. The barrel's kind of tilted back, and it lets the sediment settle back, and then I pull it out of here to go store it in that barrel up front, up there. And it seemed to work for the most part. I also built like a little bridge with like Y sticks to get to the barrel. I can't wait to do some real proper good water situations, but this fun. It's all an evolution, a creative process, and I'm just doing it in phases, step by step, working my way up. Now I have 2 beautiful outdoor kitchens, baths, showers, 2 wonderful glamping setups out of the weather, and it all is functional and people are really enjoying it. I'm enjoying meeting amazing people that are coming out here to stay and enjoy my unique setup. It's been a really, really fun process. Let's take a look at this hose. So this is the hose for the actual outdoor shower, and this is it. Look, that's it. And there's a secondary screen right before it enters the propane hot water heater. That's a little bit more fine of a screen. That's all it is. And then let's go up this trail. I want to show you some of the water situations up here and some ideas that I'll probably do. And I'll show you one of the big trees I want to build one of the really nice tree houses in. So there's some really cool, really tall poplar trees all through here, which I'm envisioning connecting and building some cool stuff. This is kind of its own world. A lot of moss and fern everywhere. This particular north side of the mountain with the spring here is so cool. It's its own, very much its own little ecosystem. There's multiple areas of the property that are like that. Very unique in their plants and layout and feel. But along the spring is definitely one of my favorites. So I was back here with my uncle cutting some firewood and started clearing a little trail so I could wiggle my way up to the top of the spring and more easily see what's going on up here. But I'm thinking there's an area here where water constantly seeps out. Then there's another area just a little further up that where water constantly flows. And then past that, there's another two actually gullies or ravines that come out. And then there's the big main ravine that runs up the hill that way. So all that's feeding this. So that seep there coming out is kind of the lowest water source that's feeding this whole thing. So I'm thinking of potentially building some kind of dam here and creating a reservoir here. Just for more water storage, and because I think it'd be cool. In the spring, this all slows down in the winter. So let me see. I'll show you the seep, a couple areas where the water comes, and the tree that I want to build in. So this is the seep here, just on this hillside. And it constantly trickles down through here. And then this is the, oh, damn, these fucking things. They have these tiny little thorns and they're everywhere. And they were tearing me up when I was working in the spring. They'd make you itchy for just a few minutes. But my legs, my arms, everything was itching like crazy. All right. So this is the giant poplar. I think it's just thriving here because it's right by the seep, by the spring, by the next area of water that trickles down. It's in this really sweet spot. And I feel like this is one tree I really want to build in. It's just massive. That's so cool. There's some insane poplars further back in the mountain. As you go up, the first ravine I call Ferngully. It's just covered in fern and mossy trees that have fallen over. The next gully up is covered in dense laurel trees, so that's the laurel gully. That is a pain in the ass to navigate, but gosh, there's stunning trees back there. I was hiking the other day and there was two fresh trees that had fallen and made kind of bridges over top of those laurels, which made it so much more enjoyable and entertaining to navigate around. But building some smaller little tree houses and bridges and stuff through all these poplars is definitely going to happen. Amazing, 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 amazing. Here's a view of the seep again. All right, let's navigate a little further back, shall we? This is fun. I haven't really done like a long video or a tour like this. So this is the spring. Let's hike a little further up and I'll show you where the water comes in. Oh, it's so cool back here. It's starting to get a little more dense and you're weaving under these laurel trees here. It's kind of like starting to get jungle-like. The breeze through here is phenomenal. The way the breeze flows up this crevice along this spring, feels lovely. There's some crazy crows back here that have been hanging out for a while. I think they set up camp. So they must be out and about now, but they've been making a racket. I saw some turkey, the baby turkeys were out wandering over here, and the stray cat was messing with them. But they're all right. Isn't this cool? Look at this. So cool. Okay, so this is where it starts to slow down, and there's just a lot more leaves and stuff in the spring here. But this is the area where it cuts, and it constantly brings water as well. So that's that. And I don't know if I really want to go all the way up to the Laurel Gully or the Ferngully, but you know what? While I'm at it, I'm just going to post this for those that are really interested in what I have going on. Here's another poplar that I want to build in. This one's awesome too, by the spring. But yeah, all right, let's screw it. We started now we're just gonna go for it. Here we go. I'm gonna try and show you guys Ferngully. Oh my gosh, I should have took the other trail. But man, look at this. Look how nice this is. Oh, let's get my footing. Man, look. Amazing. Oh, slippery. All right, here we go. I'm gonna take a right. This is Ferngully over here. Oh, I thought I heard something. All right. Oh yeah, we're definitely not going over to the Laurel Gully right now. All right, here's Ferngully. This view just does not do it justice right now. Oh, all right, fine. Here we go. A little further. Don't even have my good hiking boots on. I just got my work boots. All right. Sheet. So, there's a couple good trees along here. But this big guy in the middle with the vines, gosh, when you're far away like this, it just, videos just don't do it justice. Being underneath and next to this thing, it's pretty insane. All right, I have been back here way longer than I was expecting. Oh man. You know, it's easy to get distracted when you're playing in the woods like this. Well, that's a little bit of a view coming up this spring and up towards Ferngully. On that side of the spring, that hill, there's a really nice trail that gets you up along that side, and the view standing high over there looking down on the spring and over into all these tall poplar trees is really cool too. And I'm thinking I'll probably build a trail across there to come make a bridge straight out to that big tree that sits by the spring. That way you can come right out at kind of like a walk-in level instead of having to try to climb up it. But we'll see. I'm not sure yet. Oh my gosh, it's so nice back here. But I gotta get back to work. I got so much stuff to do and get done, but I will be in the trees soon enough. It is inevitable. I'm excited to share the treehouse designs that I have. I got a couple very unique ones that I feel like will be a lot of fun. Ooh. Look at that. Dang. Something was munching on that skull. Good God. All right, well, on that note, I'm gonna go get my bear mace and my air horn. All right, see y'all.